Okay, this one is called Che Guevara, so it comes from Dal Bridge there at the intersection, and you basically go up, that's the Princeton Heights there, and then let's do this portion. Alright, you go up this road basically, and this is the area where I was at. There's a park on the other side. Alright, and there's serious vagrants that side. Advice, don't walk that side. Alright, something did happen just now. Don't walk that side. At least it's those quarters that you suddenly find yourself in as you're investigating an area. It's bad that side. Che Guevara when you go up, Che Guevara when you go down. And that's the route. That's the route. And the short streets. As mafia endaweni engaphithizeli kodwa wanimufika kuvele qhamuka imoto. And you saw how empty that street is. But at my arrival there, vele qhamuke imoto. Okay, that's the street I wanted to show you. That's KFC. So we basically went through the area, which basically showed what is causing Davenport not to rise to the level that it's supposed to be at by now. The 2020 the 2020 lockdown affected Davenport a lot, but so does these many vagrants of Durban who have been allowed to occupy all the parks of the city. They've occupied all the parks of the city. All right. All they need there is a fence like this one, and then a person who looks after the garden and keep it neat. Done. Seems like they've given up on this one. And then here people are throwing bottles right outside and devaluating their own properties, or actually not their own properties, the properties where they rent. So what we learn is this: where the Nigerians came, they've devaluated the area horribly, and the area has now been overrun by a lot of migrants, especially just 2 blocks down Davenport Square. How do you allow that? Okay, that's what has happened. So I'm now closing this section. Basically shown you all sides of what we can call Davenport and Berea Center precinct. That's Davenport down there. That's Davenport. All right, that's where we have just been. So we're going back to up the road, up Davenport. No, this is Che Guevara. I forget what the name of Che Guevara was called in the past. Bengishilo ukuthi mangifika kuvele kuqhamuke imoto. I say, well, it's not a busy road. Just when I'm about to cross, 80% of the time, a non-busy road suddenly becomes busy. Okay. I don't know. I think they're renovating that one. Cape Dutch architecture. So that white lady who was coming out of that short street was literally walking next to vagrants. She made peace with it because it's not a good area. Clearly not an area that you can walk at night, or not even that late at night. I'll say from 7 p.m. when it is winter. That's not an area to walk where I've just been. All right, let's finish this. Still the precinct. Barrier Center, and then we're back to the road where we began. Devon Transport, coming from that area, and that's where we went. Okay.